I know them personally. So let's not count out Arrows. They are indirectly at home now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the home advantage somehow is there, even if they are from Irongo region.
Irongo region.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's gonna be an interesting game. It's gonna be more fire. It's gonna be more open, speed, stamina, and the fitness, because Mighty Gunners can run 90+ minutes. I think they can even play 2 matches in a day. That's how fit they are, honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what they do for a living. And I think looking at how the game also started, the first game that we just saw, we saw obviously the stands were very quiet. We're like, what's happening? Where are the spectators? And now the pavilions are full. So we could now really say people drove all the way from Irongo from Ochudunchupa to just come to Kunene region to make sure that they support their teams.
I think the unfortunate thing is when we looked at the Ongos Unam game, it looked like two equals playing together. And obviously now going into this game, it looks like the Mighty Gunners team is bigger than 11 Arrows. So it seems as though it is the bigger game. So yeah, of course they're feeling up now.
All right, now let's quickly talk tactics from what they played and how they played last weekend. Should we say that the coaches technically should stay the same, or are we looking at any changes, any players that must be substituted? Also from these two teams, we haven't had any injuries reported so far.
Yeah, Coach Nambadi from Mighty Gunners, I think he will start with the same first 11. Masigo, of course, the top man. I like him. You know, it's been long overdue where we saw a striker scoring more than 15 goals. I think the last striker was Rudolf Pester and Heine Isaacs, and Jerome Lewis. So it's good that we could see a striker scoring goals. And last weekend, besides scoring that goal which was ruled offside, he was part of the goal that was scored as a winning goal, a nice cross from Horai from the right side, and then it was tucked away by the number 4. So tactically, I think Mighty Gunners will remain with the same first 11 because it's a more stable team. I think as an opponent, I will be happy to play them because I already know what to expect. Arrows, on a good day, on a bad day, they can change the team because they don't have much a constant first 11 because they chop and change because of the quality they don't have and the quantity. But at the end of the day, I think with Barak at the back, and then you have the captain, the one who got the yellow card last time, who was playing Fisher the entire match at the screens of the match. I think they will be the usual suspects here.
Yeah, no, definitely. Any changes that you probably are thinking right now, the coaches must take tactically?
Mighty Gunners will probably remain the same, very strong first 11. Arrows probably has a lot of work to do in terms of changes, but I think their first 11, if truly they can put up a fight against African Stars, perhaps maybe we'll see changes within the second half. Yeah.
And also you're looking at it, changes in the second half, but how do you think then any of these teams should actually approach the first 45 minutes?
In terms of Arrows, they're going to need to be more creative from the midfield going forward so that they can try to get some goals in. I'm hoping that is the approach if they're going to need some goals.
Okay, so looking at that, what Vivian has just said, that the type of formation that we are looking at of these teams to have specifically, because she said now, 11 Arrows, right? What can Mighty Gunners actually do that? What can they do? Arrows
will make a mistake if they play the same tactics last weekend because all the teams were playing on a pitch not with good. It was not a good field. So they were sitting back. Let's start at the ball and play the long ball. Today we are on a field where it's equally balanced.
All right.
So I think Arrows, if I'm the coach, I will say that let's go and get the early goal because we are playing against a more physical, fast, quality team. Good striker, good midfield, good. Their whole spine is very strong. So just go and attack, get the goal, and then...
And get it, take it home. Speaking of goals, what are your predictions for just the first 45 minutes?
First 45 minutes, 1-0 to Mighty Gunners.
1-0 to Mighty Gunners. I'm sorry, I have
1-0 to Mighty Gunners.
1-0 to Mighty Gunners. And there you have it. As you can see, the stands are full. And of course, Mighty Gunners supporters, even the flags are out. Let's quickly cross over to Ocho, to our commentators, to find out how the first 45 minutes of this encounter is going to go. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the second match of the day. We are talking of 11 Arrows taking on Mighty Gunners here at the Ocho Sports Stadium. As you can see there, the beautiful shots from our cameraman here. You can even see some of them. They're on top of the roof, you know, doing anything in our power to give you this live match here at Ocho. And the spectators as well are also here, well in attendance. As you can see that the commentary booth as well, we are there. Hello. Yes. And for now, I mean, they are here, the mighty supporters of Mighty Gunners. Your take on them, just before we, you know.
No, like you said before the game, the previous game, it's only 60 kilometers. So they've come with a big crowd, and they are ready to take on 11 Arrows.
Yes, it is a big one that we are waiting for here, as the players would be coming out anytime soon. And you are welcome. We are on NBC1 as well as our YouTube channel. So we are here for you. As you can see that the players really are ready to make their way out of the famous tunnel there. The dressing rooms will be left, and business will come back onto the soccer pitch. Well, it is the Standard Bank top 8 semi-finals that we are witnessing here this weekend in Ocho, and we will have to see as to which of these two will join Unam FC that is in the final. I mean, we are in for a massive semi-final clash that is between 11 Arrows and Mighty Gunners. It's a knockout match with no second chances. One team will secure the spot in the final, while the other goes with only 100,000 Namibian dollars. And that will be it. I mean, at least they are guaranteed of something this time around. I am with Elton. Elton will be my co-commentator here this afternoon, as I will be your main commentator. And I just go by the name Donald Borosing Tuaro. Booty. Oh, what's on him? I mean, the stage is set, the table is set, everything is set. It's just for the players to come out and really give us a good match. As you can see, that the pitch, perfect conditions for playing. Unlike perhaps, I'm not talking bad, but unlike last weekend where we had so much, you know, complaints through social media on the condition of the pitch there at Veneta Sports Stadium. But this time around, I mean, perfect lawn here, perfect grass here. Lines are very bright. I mean, we're just waiting for good football here.
Flawless pitch for good football. Previous game we witnessed some great football. A goal was scored, and yeah, this one also a big one. Probably the biggest one of the two. Like we said before, Arrows beating Stars, a big booster. Also, Mighty Gunners beating Chula Chula, a booster for them, because those two teams that went out were first and second in the league table. So I can't wait for this one. It's a big one.
There is the match ball indicated there, printed top 8 cup, Standard Bank. I mean, this is massive. This is massive. And I can tell you now that the Mighty Gunners supporters, they came out here in numbers. As you can see, that shot there, it's only them. I mean, I can remember when the announcer there was actually, you know, naming the players that would be on the pitch. When he named the 11 Arrows players, I mean, it was all boos. It was all boos. But for now, I mean, yeah, they will make 11 Arrows very much uncomfortable. That is the 12 men on this stadium.
Very much the 12 men for Mighty Gunners. They have to make use of it. 12 men tonight, this afternoon. And also on the balance of play, the two teams very much competitive, but Arrows will not be intimidated by the 12 men of Mighty Gunners. They will come here. They've planned their journey towards the semi-finals, and they are ready to fight for their spot in the final.
They are ready to fight for the spot in the final. That is 11 Arrows. And I was listening to one of the spectators there when I took a break, and I was just overheard him saying, not so sure as to what that means, but I could pick up that this fan here is very nervous. He says it's not going to be easy. I'm not so sure if I really picked up something there.
He says it's very, very bad. It will be very, very bad. This game will be be brutal, it will be everything. So anything can happen. Both teams have come here to stake their win. But in terms of this game, I just hope we see also quality football, not only long balls and boring football. That's all I'm hoping for. But let's see.
Mashiku Muyeka, the player that was just temporarily on your screen there, the deadliest player here. I mean, the top goal scorer. Last season, and here he is today. We'll have to prove to us. Not so sure if we are still going to have a moment of silence for the victims of the crash that happened between Ochivarongo and Okahanja. You know, when the ambulance, bumped Ikuru, and then, not so sure how to put this one, but it was a really bad accident. And I think we are going to honor those heroes, those victims that, passed on in that accident. It was not a good weekend last weekend, as we had so many accidents on our roads. Hence, it is really advised that you drive with a limited speed, did I say, and
only video cameras, TV cameras only.
Drivers shouldn't drink and drive at all times. Those are the messages that always come forth from our traffic officials, government leaders, and very important people. As you can see there, the captain here introducing the dignitaries here to the players. As that is 11 arrows. I'm not so sure this colors actually somehow confusing me. But then let's see. The captain of 11 arrows. As you can see there, Mighty Gunners, rather 11 arrows for now. Yes. Mighty Gunners are in their white and red. Hence, 11 arrows are in their traditional colors, maroon and yellow. There they are. The dignitaries just greeting each other there. As we wait for these two teams to really take each other on. They say historically the rivalry is highly competitive, with both teams sharing an almost equal number of wins over the years. Mighty Gunners have been more consistent lately, remaining unbeaten in their last 4 meetings. The last time they met in the league, they played to a 0-0 draw. That was on the 14th of March, 2026. Arrows finished third. Arrows finished 8th in the league with 41 points, while Mighty Gunners finished third with 49 points. I mean, a huge difference there. Position number 8 and position number 3.
Yes.
Not so sure if that would add an advantage to Mighty Gunners.
8-point gap now, but it won't add any value to this match because this is a knockout game, and in knockouts you plan to 10 differently. So apart from the 12 men that Mighty Gunners will have for an advantage, on the playing field it will be very, very much level.
Let's come Gunners. Let's quickly look at that first 11 of 11 arrows quickly there. I mean, almost no changes made from the previous match there by George Hummel. As you can see there, Andreas Penukeni. We have Lucio Fischer as the captain for the day. Alfonso Coleman as well. And just check out Samuel Kapumburo, the player that they will be looking at this time around to get them the goals. Then we still have Anthony Kam and Gideon Simon, Matthews Wilbert. Those are the players that will be waiting to come on to perhaps come in with those necessary changes. And there are the officials for today. We have Vistorina Shangula, we have Angula Shangula, Klaus Bonifacius and Philippus Gilinganye. Those are the officials that are tasked to officiate this match. There they are, all smiles, ready to really officiate this match as we are waiting for the captain of Mighty Gunners. Captain of Mighty Gunners, 11 arrows still not yet with the referees. I guess should be taking some pictures with different media houses. Really, credit also goes to the panel in the studios back in Windhoek. Could clearly hear those fruitful discussions. There we have Mighty Gunners as well. And Mighty Gunners only have one change there in Simon Nambodi, dropping to the bench, and then Abner Tsuzep, the number 17, coming on there as the only substitution there, or rather the man that will be coming on this time around. That is Tsuzep, and the danger man, Moshiku Muyeka, the top goal scorer of last season in the Namibian Premier Football League. Yes, we are going to have a moment of silence for the victim of last weekend's crash. As you can see there, the players already making that circle around the center. To confirm the commentators here for today. As we go and observe the moment of silence.
Last week.
And that is it. May their soul rest in peace. Very great match that we are waiting here. We will soon hear from Elton here as to what he thinks of this match. But then we know that Moshiku Hans Muyeka, he is the league's most lethal threat. He finished the 2025-2026 NPFL season as a top goal scorer with 18 goals to be exact. As the referee there is calling on the players to take their positions. And the wind, you can see that the wind speed at 21 kilometers per hour.
Hey, off the pitch, off the pitch.
It is after all not so hot as we have 27 degrees Celsius here in Ocho.
So he's for the center, he's standing.
So, and now the stage is set. They say Bull Abab. They call you Bull Abab.
Yeah, that's my nickname. Most of them, they call me Bull, though. Yes, you can call me Bull also, no problem, sir.
And the match is on here. It is expected that Gunners, or rather that the Gunners will perhaps use their clinical attacking approach led by their striker here in Muyeka and Olsen Amsep, the number 12, to break down a resilient Arrows defense. Is that going to happen? I'm not so sure. As you can see that the coach already, just in the first 30 seconds, already up as if he didn't give instructions in the dressing room.
It's a tense battle, so you ought to stand up and command from the get-go. But Olsen Amsep will be sitting alongside Dion, and then Ordner will play at number 10 for Mighty Gunners, and then the striker, the clinical one, will be up top, and then Bernard will lead from the wing. That's how I see the shape of Mighty Gunners into this one.
Into this one, Leonard. Leonard Nambandi, head coach of Mighty Gunners, as he would fancy his team to really do well here. And it is on, as 11 Arrows has tried to threaten here. Well, we will see how this one is going to pan out.
Arrows are playing very flat. They're playing 4-4-2. Fisher and Coleman will sit deep in the middle, and then they will have Josep and Navsep at the wings.
At the wings, as they play back there, 11 Arrows. And rightfully in the, look at that attacking from Mighty Gunners. Perhaps trying to apply a bit of a pressure there to the defense of 11 Arrows. And really another player here to watch is Bernard Horasep, a highly experienced 32-year-old winger. Praised for his ability to run defenders flat. Is he just going to do that? So sure. Coming in from the right.
Very, very fast. Very, very fast. Also clinical. Has a bit of experience. He was at the national team. So let's see what he can bring to the party this afternoon.
Not so sure as to what he can bring to the party. Look at that! From the onset. And it is offside here. Perhaps Mighty Gunners just showing their intentions to say they are here to play. They are home from home.
Like you said, Mashiko, the hitman is already bouncing. He's bouncing, asking questions.
Asking some questions there. Will he get the answers? As we remain to see. That is what they told me. Say, not so sure, does Lielek?
Means very bad.
It's very bad, huh?
Very bad, very bad, very bad. It won't be nice.
And now, look at that header there. Safety first. And for now, really Mighty Gunners coming forward more often than 11 Arrows.
They've started very well, Mighty Gunners.
Yeah.
Same like Ongos in the previous game.
Yeah. So should we take it that they might go lapse in concentration and perhaps allow a goal against them? I'm not so sure if that is going to happen again like the previous match.
They're very different teams, very different approaches. But like you said, let's wait and see how it will unfold. But as I know, Mighty Gunners, they will run you 90 minutes. They are very, very fit. So that's one of the things that I know about them.
Bernard Horasep again here has contributed 7 goals last season. And rightly said, like you said, recently, he recently was highlighted for a potential national call-up due to his pace and directness. Can run to players, I'm telling you.
Very direct, very sharp, and also he can lay off. He can play a pass, and adding to that goals, he has also a few assists, and that you can see that he's a complete winger. Hence the call-up that he got from Colin Benjamin to the national team.
And I can tell you now that the stadium really is packed. I don't think there is any more spaces there. If you are on your way to the stadium or you are planning to come here, well, just come through. Might find yourself a place to sit. A free kick here for 11 Arrows. And, look at that shot. They really fancy their chances here. 11 Arrows getting a corner kick here for them. And there is a specific player there in Karija for 11 Arrows. He's the engine of the Arrows attack. He was the league's second highest scorer in the league last season with 13 goals. Look at that. Another shot there. And then it was blocked. I mean, looking at the top goal scorer in Muyeka being on the soccer field now. And we have Cruz Urija as well, the second top goal scorer in the league. And he is also on the field here. So we are expecting goals really.
We should get a few goals here because both top goal scorers are on the field, and if the chances are created very well for them, they are very clinical, and we'll get a goal or two.
And that arrows again really as if they are now applying pressure on the defense of Mighty Gunners. Good for the goalkeeper as well to perhaps take his time so that players also try to relax a bit. I mean, that is in the advantage of 11 arrows after all. To that turn there, brilliant cross, finding his teammate here. And what can he do? Bernard Horace, the player that we were talking about. And unfortunately there, couldn't get that cross right. There he is, the number 7, Bernard Horace.
Very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. But at this moment, he still has to adapt to the game.
Yeah. Very, very long one there from the goalkeeper, Beverly Shetukana. And Beverly again called here to come and collect this one. Doesn't really want to play with his teammate there in Daundako. Daundako playing it back there to Shetukana. Should be careful. There he is, another former national team player, owner of Young African, Mali Ngaridemo, perhaps watching this match on his phone. I'm not so sure, because his eyes are glued to that cell phone. Not really interested in this match. I mean, his team didn't make the top 8. And there, Alia Khan, my former coach at Black Africa as well. He's a Turkey born. But he has been very long here in Namibia. I guess now that he is a citizen. Always say Amalia Khan, the Turkey born. But yes, a very humble man for that matter, Alia Khan. Very good coach. Last time he was the technical director of the Karas regional team in the Namibian Newspaper Cup. Not sure now as to where he is now. As we have the score confirmation there in 10 minutes into the first half. 11 arrows 0, Mighty Gunners 0.
A very tactical game, a bit dull. Still yet to get life into the game, these both teams. But all the big names here in Ocho Sports Stadium. Big football names.
Yeah, and a very executive members. The referee there, or the referee coordinator. All the dignitaries are here. We can give them to you all day long. Just to show you how serious these matches are and how serious this Standard Bank top 8 semi-final clash is. Now, captain, my captain. We'll say captain, my captain. We're going to take a shot, rather a chip in there, but unfortunately it didn't work for them. I mean, so far so good for both teams. Very balanced.
Yeah, very, very balanced, very balanced. Tactically very balanced.
There he is, the president of the NFA, Namibian Football Association, Mr. Robert Mweshili. Also not watching the game, rather texting someone, reminding them to watch this match here. Abandon all the other matches that they are watching. But yes, brave tackle there, very good one. You can see there the captain of 11 Arrows, Fisher, Luciano Fisher. There he is. You can just recognize him with that beard of him. And I said it's a Bogbard. Yeah. It's a Bogbard, huh? Now, they are trying to make noise here, the supporters of Mighty Gunners. I wouldn't really say it's noise, it's perhaps cheering on their team. Look at that. Raseb with that cross. Raseb can be dangerous, I'm telling you. He is showing those signs that he can be dangerous. Really.
Slowly but surely he's getting into the game. Slowly but surely he's coming into the game. And once he does that, once he's getting into the game, then it's very hard to stop.
Then it is very hard to stop as that throw-in is taken there. That long throw by Philippus Gaisap. And Mighty Gunners wins a corner kick here. Goalkeeper trying to organize his defense line. That corner kick, and it's an opportunity over the crossbar. My word, they thought it's in. I mean, the supporters there, but what an opportunity there for Mighty Gunners, Bull.
Captain legging their arm up, missing that chance, but a great opportunity.
It was really a very great opportunity. Look at that shot again! 11 Euros knocking onto the defense of Mighty Gunners there. It was very fast, as if they don't know what was happening there. And then consider a corner kick. Another advantage there for 11 Arrows. And that corner kick will be against the wind. As you can see there by the flags, the wind is much more stronger than before. Look at that. Is that a handball? No, another opportunity there. I'm not so sure. Really, they are trying, and it is just not happening for 11 Arrows there. Goalkeeper comes out and grabs that one. Beverly Shetukana.
Arrows coming to life. The game has started a bit dull, but now gradually they are opening up. They are coming, attacking Mighty Gunners, and what a great opportunity to get the first goal. Replay will show us whether that was a handball or not, but yeah, Arrows are starting to get into this game.
Perhaps hand to, rather ball to hand. I'm not so sure, but it will be interesting really. Then look at that, good play there by Arrows. I think they have really come out well after, say, 5 minutes or so. That is 11 Arrows pushing very high. Now, Ghana is trying to build up from the back. Captain there with that header, Luciano Fischer. There is the bench, really looking eagerly on what is going to happen. Those are the players that will be coming on if needed. There they are. Look at that beautiful play, really. Shooting off player Olsen Amset. Having a good game so far as well. As the medics are called in. Medics are called in, and that going to be a yellow card, I think. Just a warning from the referee.
Stand warning from the ref there.
Look at that. Take us through that one.
High boot. That one is a high boot. A bookable offense, but a stand warning this time by the referee. Very much a good call.
Warning, and just shaking it off. There is a young man, that Andreas Kapunda. We also have Andreas Amunyela, the goalkeeper there. Remember that he was man of the match as well for 11 rows against African Stars.
Yes,
Amunyela,
last
weekend, yes.
Yeah, he made a save. Was it a save or two?
Yeah.
In penalties, so yeah.
Yeah, in penalties.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
He is really in his peak, and rightly so named for man of the match. The quarterfinals, the penalty saves that he did. Heroics, really. He is the reason why 11 Arrows is here. I so believe he is the reason why 11 Arrows is here today. But then, will they pass that, or will they be able to pass that Mighty Gunners this time around to find themselves in the final? The young man coming, standing his ground again, proving to us all that he was rightly the man of the match last weekend. And talking of Mighty Gunners, they have never won a domestic cup. And on the other hand, 11 Arrows has won multiple cups from yesteryears as well. Can remember the last cup that they won was the NFA Cup in 2011. NFA Cup. Other than that, they have won the John Players Special JPS Cup. That was in 1988 when they defeated Blue Waters on penalties. Not so sure as to where you were. 1988. I was around. I'm not so sure as to where you were by then, but I was definitely around. They also happened to have won the Metropolis Life Cup. That was in 1989. And after independence, They have won the Navagrap Cup. That is in 1993 when they beat African Stars in that final. That is just a few of many other cups that they have won. A club with a rich history, really, 11 arrows.
Very, very rich history. A very, very big club in Namibian football. And they would look to go all the way to this one and also try and win it for the fans.
Try to win it for the fans. I remember last weekend when they played against African Stars, their supporters were nowhere to be seen. Only after the final whistle, when when they won, I could only see, some supporters not knowing as to where they were coming from, and they were really very happy.
They have thrown the towel even before the game started, and they decided now we'll be doing our own things rather than to go and waste our time being humiliated by Stars. But in football, you don't count anybody out until the final whistle is blown.
I'm telling you. So they will be looking at perhaps booking some accommodation next weekend, if not next weekend, but I mean when the final plays, they will be looking at booking accommodations, just to go support their team. Or is it the fans from here and to Chivarongo that will be booking some hotels and bed and breakfast to perhaps go and support their teams?
Very, very
their
interesting.
team.
Very interesting. Interesting.
Yes.
But the game started a bit dull. Americanas was on the front foot, but again, Arrows took over. And again now, Ghana's trying to come back to respond with their own. Very tactical game, not a game that we want to see. Unlike the first game where we see football being played on the pitch, a bit on the ground, 1-2 combinations were there. But now this one is very long, very diagonal, they are stretching. Long balls, high balls, something you don't want to see at this level.
Look at that through pass there. Well, I'm telling you, the young player there, is that Dion Garizep, picking up Abner Tuzep. It is back and forth stuff here.
Very, very talented.
Yes.
Too many long balls.
So you can see the young man in Patrick Navep. Patrick Navep trying to make that run there, but instead winning a throw-in for his team.
No team wants to take ownership of the ball. No team wants to take ownership of the play and try to get combination passing on. But we are only here to commentate. That's all we can do.
Yeah, I'm telling you. No, you're right. You're very right.
The planning and what goes on in and around the training grounds are none of our businesses. But as a football fan, as a neutral fan, you want to see a bit of flow in the game.
Yes.
But coaches have their own plans on how they want to get this one to the final. So let's wait and see. Maybe there will be a magic of moment or a brilliance from a player. But these games tend to need an early goal. Once you get an early goal from the other side, then the game suddenly opens, and then we can start seeing football.
Moses Inji. Yo, was that a fist to the face?
It's his own player. I think it's a goalkeeper to his own player.
Oh, goalkeeper to his own player, yes. Trying to punch the ball there. Unfortunately, the face of the player was on his way and or rather in his way. Actually gave him a good one to wake him up. Look at that. Arrows are really pushing hard here. Look at that. Wasted opportunity there. Patrick Nabe kicking that one way off target. There he is, the young man. You also have that Bogbart. Not so sure what is with it with the 11 Arrows players. All of them seem, not all of them, but most of them have this Bogbart.
Boys from the coast.
Yeah.
The Chester boys. they call them the lava boys.
Oh
that side of, from the coast.
That doesn't come from me. That doesn't come from me, really.
I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me, please.
But I'm telling you, yeah, it might be some fashion, maybe that Bogbart in Swakop or Wolfish Bay. Might be some fashion, might be some style.
I once tried that Bogbart, but as you can see, it doesn't work on me. So I've relieved with that Bogbart. Yeah, the game is a bit tough. So what can we do now?
Yeah, it is what it is for now. As 11 Arrows take the throw in, a very long one. Really interesting how powerful these players are with those, throw-ins. Could easily be a corner.
Either side, they are throwing in like a corner.
Yeah. I mean, that can only play to your advantage if you can throw in those long throw-ins. But then 11 Arrows this time around gets a corner kick. Can they make use of that opportunity? No. And a player there trying to line up to take that shot. Unfortunately, the goal, or rather the ball going under his feet. Another cross there. Kaketha. Another long one there.
Neither team doesn't want to take the ownership of the ball. They can even not keep the ball for 30 seconds. One touch, then they put the ball away. One touch, then they put the ball away. I don't know what the plan for the both teams are, but this type of football, it's not nice to watch. But like we said earlier, the coaches know their plan and their tactics, and they know how to get to the final or what they should. They want to do to get to the final.
Yeah, play however you play, as long as you get the goals and get to the finals. Doesn't matter really how you play it.
Exactly. It's not how you win, it's just that you win.
Yeah. Aketha again. Really controlling with the chest.
And both of these teams are mindful that it's a knockout game, so they don't want to put too much pressure on the defenses. Maybe that's why the long balls are coming in.
Yeah.
Because in the league you can play football and maybe get a point, and you win the game, you lose, you regroup, you go for the next weekend. But you one shot, you are out. Maybe that's why they're very, very, very compact.
Yeah. Very cautious and careful at the same time.
But at the same time, you must have a way of creating chances when you go in the final third. But because if you give too much attention to your defense and your backdoor, at some point someone will create chance and get a goal. And then suddenly you want to open up. But then it will be too late. And that's what happened to Ongos in the previous game.
Yeah. Another corner there for 11 Arrows. Those corners are coming so fast as well for 11 Arrows. Just need to make use of that opportunity with that header there. Unfortunately, not the right direction, but way off target as well. And it will be a goal kick.
Yes, so far, like we said, the eliminating factor and the 12 men of Mediganas is not working. It's only Arrows that are dominating this game. They are the better team in this half. It's just that they don't have a clear-cut chance yet, but on the balance of play, Arrows are the better team. So the fear factor, the intimidating factor, has not worked for Mediganas Saboteurs as of yet.
Have they done enough really to intimidate the Arrows team here? Really don't think so. Need to be very vocal for your team. You can hear them here and there, but honestly, they are the most here. I think that is a clash of heads, but good to see that Luciano Fischer is up and ready to play.
He's been bossing that midfield, that captain of Arrows, Fischer.
Yeah.
Pulling strings there in the middle of the park. But they are yet to create a clear chance. Although they are in the final third of Mighty Gunners more often, they are yet to create a chance that they can get a goal from.
Yeah. I think Andreas Kapunda took that free kick there, but playing it back, way back, and Arrows defense playing dangerously there, or rather leaving dangerously there. Put under pressure and forced to really make a forced clearance.
Poor cross. Poor cross from Kasem there. Very, very poor.
Playing it from the back there. I mean, for me, the game is pretty even. We have seen 11 Arrows attacking. We have seen Mighty Gunners also having a few chances there.
They're on the balance of play, it's a bit even, but more so than Arrows have been the better team. Because they have been more often in the final third of Mighty Gunners. Like we said before, it's only that there are no clear-cut chances that Arrows have created to threaten the goal of Mighty Gunners. But Gunners also, on the other hand, have not created much on the final third of Arrows. Long balls, hopeless balls where the striker is chasing that he will not get at the end of. But I would say 60-40 to Arrows. If they create a chance that they can get a goal from.
Like that chance there, look at that header there, trying to find a teammate and trying to run there towards the defenders, but it has proven to be very difficult really this time around.
Like I was saying, if they create a chance that they can get a clear chance of, they will punish Mighty Gunners. They will punish them. And then suddenly the game will open up, and that's what we want to see.
Maybe look at that. The defense of Mighty Gunners also leaving dangerously there. Can't let those balls just pass by you.
Whoever is the first on the ball must clear the ball. Whoever comes first, clear the ball. It's a dangerous zone. We cannot wait for the next player to come get the ball.
Coach of Mighty Gunners. We have played 35 minutes into the first half, and a corner there for Arrows. Not making the most of it and losing that one. And now for the run, Muyeka. Look at that, trying to win that one. Is that a free kick? And the supporters here are not happy. They thought their player, Mashiku Muyeka, they thought he was fouled. Instead, the referee says it is a foul against the captain. That is Luciano Fischer.
I would love to see that one again. I think I would love to see that foul again on the captain.
He should be lucky to have gone away with that one, I think, for me. Look at that. But nothing much was...
Not really much, but a foul. Not
Yeah.
really much, but it's a foul. Yeah, great call.
yeah. I think it was just a failure of Muyeka to perhaps quickly respond to getting to that ball. It's not like he was held up or something. But now comes and Muyeka also to run around now.
Also, Mighty Gunners, I don't know why they are playing so deep while you're having a goal scorer that can score goals.
And he can really run, Muyeka. Perhaps just that support from the midfielders.
Yes, but he's running hopelessly because every ball that he's chasing is a loose ball. Hence, I'm saying Mighty Gunners are playing very deep. They must push a line or two up, and then the midfield can take control from there, so that they can narrow his chances of getting to the goal post and maybe create a chance.
Yeah.
Like we said, he's a poacher. If he gets one chance, he will score a goal.
Can bury it.
He will bury.
But yes, I mean, you're right in saying that. I totally agree with you to say he's just running after loose balls here, Muyeka. I don't see any midfielder that would love to play with him, those 1-2s, or picking him up as a sole striker there up front.
So at least if you're gonna play those type of balls, play a long high ball so that he can hold the ball up, and then the players around him can come get the second ball, and then you can start playing those 1-2s. Because once you are playing that long ball the way he's running hopelessly, you are just tiring him. Put the ball up like that, but towards him, so that he can hold that ball up, and then they can get players around him. He can drag players around him, and then they can maybe create a chance or two from there.
Yes. And there we have number 22 there for Arrows. Panda. Arrows clearing there. Perhaps a lack of communication between the players there. Could have done much more better. Yeah, they communicated. You can see the sweat on the faces of the players there. It is really hard.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Not easy. Almost an own goal there. Those balls that you are saying, those two ones are becoming corners now.
Yeah, man.
Both teams are doing it.
Depends as to who would use it more to their advantage. Then another corner here. Nice one, and player is down, and the referee says yes, it is a free kick to Arrows. Referee just quickly helping the player to get up there, as we are almost left with 5 minutes before halftime plus additional time.
It seems like Arrows are the home team here.
Why do you say that?
No, but they have been dominating this game. It's just that they have not created any clear-cut chances.
Oh yeah.
Part
Another
of this-
foul, yellow
most
card.
Most of this game, Arrows have been the ones that are doing all the attacking, all the damaging. They are playing the football. They are doing the right things that they were trying to do. It's just that they have not created the chance that probably a clear-cut chance that maybe they will get a goalkeeper to save or a goal.
Look at that. 11, that is Muyeka getting a yellow card.
Yeah, that's now frustration.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you're right. That's frustrations, because look at that position where Muyeka just tracked back to make that foul there. He's not supposed to be there.
Exactly. He's not supposed to be there. His midfielders are supposed to take care of that ball. He's tracking back from a central point towards his own half, and then he makes that tackle not because he wants to make it, because he's frustrated, because he doesn't get that fitting at the other half, at the other end. Hence, he's made that tackle.
Momentarily there, top left of your corner. We have seen the yellow card confirmation there of Mashiku Muyeka, a frustrated player.
But Mighty Gunners also, they can see they are playing the game. They can see what they are doing at the moment is not working. And they have to change. A coach has to see the game plan and say, what we are doing currently is not working. Can we not go to a plan B? Or likewise, if you can put the ball high up. We have Musou there, the top goal scorer. Let him hold the ball up for us. And then if he holds the ball up, we can get the player out too. And then from there, we can play a 1-2. You are kicking the ball hopelessly away. He's running for balls that he will never get to. And then he tracks back and makes a foul because he's frustrated.
Yes, clearly there, and you could see as to how he wants to have a word with the referee, the Muyeka, then was pulled away by his teammates. Captain there saying, no, come and just leave it. As you can see there, the bench players there ready to come on whenever they are called to. The shadows are getting longer here, as you can see there from your pictures. Clearing there. There he is. Muyeka. Muyeka. Is he going to shoot? Oh! What a stunner! A stunner! My word, top class! Top class! I have almost never seen such a goal recently. Goalkeeper have no chance at all. As much as he was the player of the match last weekend, this time around he was reduced to none. My goodness. Muyeka. Look at that, lining up for that one. And Baka. Alagasha. My word. Look at that. Bull.
Absolute crack, a banger of a goal. Wow. Wow.
Banna.
Mashiko has arrived.
Hey, Banna. Batu.
A goal of ages, like we said, a long ball, but that one was directly to him. What he did is there is no one that I can fed off. There is no one that I can pass to. What I will do is I will do what I do best. I will take this goal, I will have a shot, and I will get a banger, a banger, a banger, a banger of a goal. A cracker. Wow. Those are the moments that we want in these cups. Those are the moments that will win you titles. Those are the moments that will win you cups. And this one from Masheko, the leading top goal scorer in the Premier League, has just came with something out of the ordinary. Wow. Wow. Great goal.
I mean, it's like you have said it all, Bull, I should say. I mean, all your analysis here, all that you have been telling us that this young man there needs to be picked up. It's just a matter of getting a goal, running towards the goal post, and he can get your goal. That is what we have seen here.
Exactly what we said moments ago. If you can feed him a ball in his path where he can do damages, he's a goal scorer, he's a poacher. We have seen that he's a top goal scorer. Just feed the boy. And once you feed him something like this, it will happen every time you are feeding him. You will get goals.
4 minutes of additional time in the first half. And Mighty Gunners has taken the lead here against the 11 Arrows.
But sadly against the run of play.
Yes. And oh my word, I can still see that goal. I can really still see it. It's going to remain with me for some time.
Just a moment after getting a ticket, a yellow card, he then comes up with something spectacular. Wow. Yeah.
All right, and 11 arrows, how they are going to respond, or how are they going to respond here? We remain to see. Really remain to see here. What a young player, Mashiku Muyeka.
A great player. Wow. A talent. He has everything that you need from a number 9.
Yes.
He has physique, he has power, he has pace, and most importantly, he has got goals in him. He has just brought the stadium to life.
Yes, and now we can hear the mighty Gunners supporters really screaming to the toppest of their voices here. Look at that clearance there, as if anywhere will do.
The other good thing about Gunners is they don't tend to concede a lot also. So this goal will be a good advantage for them.
Look at that.
But Eros has to respond now. They have to respond. It's the last throw, but in the second half, they have to regroup.
Have to regroup really. I mean, 11 arrows. Luckily, they still have the second half here to perhaps pull or rather get a draw. And now, look at that. Another one. Arrows with that cross. And unfortunately, they're cleared by the defense of Mighty Gunners.
Sometimes you wonder when you consider good like that, you have been the best team, but that's how football is. A very, very cruel game.
Yeah. And now, another free kick there for Mighty Gunners. Was that an offside or so? But then, yes. A long one, and he's running there between those two players there. Muyeka. Look at that beautiful turn there. Doesn't go anywhere really, Samuel Kapumburu. That tackle there, the referee is not interested. And referee rightly says it is half-time for now, as Mighty Gunners are leading for now. I mean, your take on this half, Bull?
One team on top of the game, dominating the whole half, but the other team getting the brilliant magic of that moment in Mighty Gunners. Mighty Gunners will be happy with the goal because they were not playing, but Eros must go back to the drawing board and do again what they do and create chances. It will be a good second half.
As you have it, that the referee is also going to the dressing room. It is 11 arrows at 0, Mighty Gunners 1.
I'm Emmanuel Shishiweni Shikongo, the regional governor from that region. Alone, we cannot achieve. You can't achieve it alone. It will only be possible if you have partners such as Standard Bank, especially through this initiative of Buy a Brick. It's only when you come together that you can achieve.
Namibia is our home, we drive our growth.
What if more is possible? What if we could partner with you to take your business to the next level? What if you could expand your fleet to deliver more goods and serve more clients? What if you could adapt and transition successfully to sustainable practices? What if you could secure financing to scale up and compete for larger projects? What if you always have solutions to fuel your business growth every step of the way? Let us give your business the certainty it needs to grow. As your dedicated partner, we turn your dreams and ambitions into reality, helping you reach the next level. Our vision is clear: to be the financial partner that empowers you to grow and make a meaningful impact on our economy through commercial property finance. Stimulate the local economy by supporting construction and development projects. Vehicle and asset financing. Unlock opportunities through contract-based financing and operating lease models with financing options for vehicles and yellow metals. Trade solutions. Provide much-needed cash flow solutions for businesses through purchase order financing, contract financing, and invoice discounting to assist them with fulfilling verified purchase orders or contracts. Climate Smart. Assist businesses with transitioning to sustainable practices through climate smart financing. Economic Relief Scheme. This scheme is designed to ensure businesses recover from economic challenges by providing financing to expand, acquire assets, and fulfill contracts. We see solutions everywhere, and so do our clients. We've done it before, and we can do it for you. Let's talk about how far we can take your business. Your partner in growth.
And of course, we told you we're going to bring you a mouth-watering clash, and it definitely is. 11 Arrows versus Mighty Gunners, and Mighty Gunners decided they are the men of this tournament, and the boys will see how the rest of the 45 minutes is going to conclude. And of course, that very beautiful goal that went in the very dying minutes of the first half. I mean, of course, was it punishment perhaps that did that, or was it just like, you know what, now you gave me a yellow card, let me show you how the game is played? Vivian.
He was looking for that goal for the past 10 minutes just before. He was looking for that goal. He didn't have the necessary support from the midfield. He was constantly finding himself alone, running too much, going back, coming back. It was about time. It was coming, actually.
Yeah, and of course, maybe the support that he didn't have is what also caused him to kick and score from the range that he did, Costa.
Momento brillianto. It's very rare that you find in today's era players that single-handedly decide the outcome of the match. And top goal scorer of the season, I mean, it takes me back on the days of Keros Vetbien, 1992 NFA Cup final. Chiefs Sanos against Blue Waters, the goal scored by Keros Vetbien. That video, it just replayed in my head. And that's what it did.
Look, I think all the goals that we are seeing in this very tournament, we're like, yeah, maybe goal of the match, goal of the match. So we see one, we're like, yeah, they're definitely goal of the tournament. And then we see another one, goal of the tournament. So I don't know which one is going to impress us the most. Or is this the one that is really now gotten our attention, and to say this one, I don't think anything can beat it.
It's still too soon. The final is still coming, but with two defenders in front of him, he took the shot. That is something to write home about.
Now, also, let's quickly look at how damaging, really, psychologically, if we have to now look at the match itself, especially for 11 Arrows going into the break, getting that very final push that they did not need from Mighty Gunners.
The good thing of both matches today is one can see that the players have settled down. And even the previous match, Unam against Ongos. 11 Arrows, I think, they were the far better team on the balance of play, but then they couldn't come too much in the last third of Mighty Gunners. And as the match progressed, you could see, as Vivian said, that Mashiku was getting frustrated up front there, and he was trying to come and help and assist at the defense, at the midfield. But then Arrows, as each match they are dominating at the play, that there must be end product, and that was not there. And yes, playing beautiful football is not at the end result, because a cup match, you must get that goal. And unfortunately, they couldn't get the goal. And psychologically, I think they will sit back now in the dressing room and say that, damn it, we could have just get that one goal. And it's now time for them to come out of the dressing room and come guns blazing and say, out now we must go out, because no more chance. It's now the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, definitely. Let's also look at how those 45 minutes played out, looking at the highlights of this match now between 11 Arrows as well as Mighty Gunners. And remember, we are talking about the Standard Bank top 8. And here is how those 45 minutes went on. And of course, as we can see, the boys are coming out of the dressing room just into the game right there. Perhaps, Costa, you can also just quickly take us through those highlights that we are looking at, the halftime highlights.
Yeah, Mighty Gunners, we did expect much from them, but you could see that after 10, 15 minutes, there were too much acumen among the players. Captain Olsen showing fingers in the defensive area of their box. But, 11 Arrows, we have to give the captain, the captain has been dictating at the match, with his slow, soft body, small, but he was dictating at the play of match. And Arrows, honestly, they were the better team, trying to play from the wings. But the last thing is there up front, the two, the Angolan striker, they couldn't get that goal. You can see there, a lovely shot that went on to become a corner. And they were there in the box, a scramble ball, not going anywhere. Until that minute, the match was equally balanced. But slowly, Arrows start to take over the match. And then came the brilliant moment of nowhere, where the top striker came. Okay, this one was an offside. And also the goalkeeper of 11 Arrows so far, he has been brilliant. But that strike, there is no way on this world, not even the top goalkeeper in this world could have stopped it. So on the balance of play, 11 Arrows far, far better, but the killer blow came from Mighty Gunners.
All right. Now, also looking at how well Mighty Gunners actually scored this goal, would we say it was timed, or it was just, time to score?
Vivian was off the set, just fighting with Arrows players and say, why are you playing the physical game of Mighty Gunners?
Yeah.
Because they are playing the ding-dong ball. And then that ding-dong ball was the one, because it was played out of the box, a long ball behind the defense of 11 Arrows.
Yeah.
And I mean, as much as he was running close by with a defender from nowhere, Mashiku just came and just blasted in the top corner,
just
90
decided.
degrees. Yes.
Let it go in there. Now, we are heading into the second half of the match already. The boys are coming out of the tunnel. Vivian, I think all of you got the predictions right. Am I correct? So far,
yes,
well done, guys. Clock it. Now, looking at the second half, what are we looking at?
I am sensing another goal from Mighty Gunners. I think the arrows in the locker room might encourage each other and they might actually be able to score. So 2-1, and not all is lost. They came in with, put up a good fight against Mighty Gunners. They shoved back when they were shoved, and they just need to come back with that spirit.
No, absolutely. Costa?
The coach that makes the correct sub will score first.
Okay. Your predictions are saying?
So I will say 1-1 second half.
1-1 second half. Are we going to penalties?
No, 2-1 Mighty Gunners.
Oh, 2-1 Mighty Gunners. So that's how it is. I don't know where my predictions are lying, but I have a feeling penalties it is. But that's just me. Let's quickly cross over now to the second half to see how this one is going to turn out. Is it going to be Mighty Gunners joining UNAM, or is it maybe going to be 11 Arrows? We don't know. But let's quickly find out in the next 45 minutes. Stay tuned.
Welcome back for the second half of this match. As you can see, the players are ready, just waiting on the referee to get us underway here, as there are some substitutions that are happening here. As we can see there, number 11 and number 4 going in there for 11 Arrows. Let's quickly see there, that is number 11 and number 4 that is coming in. We'll just and the second half has just started now. We will just confirm that, or rather those substitutions in no time. And 11 Arrows making 3 substitutions there. I should say the shadows has gotten long here, and believe me, if the sun has to set here, the lighting of this stadium is of great quality. From what I have seen yesterday when I entered this stadium in the evening, I mean, the lighting is of good quality, so we shouldn't have any problem with going beyond sunset. Shouldn't have a problem at all. Anthony comes on. And we have the number 11 as well. Luvango Hifikepunye. As you can see there, Carlos Gosep and Samuel Kambumburu coming off, and coming in Luyango Hifikepunye and Anthony Kam. And look at that, another dangerous one there. There is a clash of heads there. Freddy Teipa comes on, and Alfonso Coleman comes off. Coleman also came off this time around. It was a clash of heads.
Yeah, free kick in the dangerous zone, but clash of heads, and medical personnel onto the field quickly. Still 1-0 in favor of Mighty Gunners. Seems like the Mighty Gunner player has gotten into the worst. Arrows player stood up, but he's okay.
And as we are waiting for the match here to continue, there is a player, let's hope it's not that serious really, but we can see him responding.
I think it's Moses, number 20.
He is responding, which is a good sign, isn't it? Still getting treated there. That is Moses Inji. Coach as well watching on. Thinking of the next move for him. Thinking of the next move.
Yeah, it's number 20, Moses Linji.
Holding his head, not so sure if perhaps having a headache. We'll have to wait for at least for a minute to come on the pitch again, according to the new FIFA rules. Injured player will have to wait for at least a minute before coming in again to continue play. Now, pushing forward here is 11 Arrows. As you can see, the half of the pitch is covered with the pavilion shade, or rather shadow. Look at that. 11 Arrows are really pushing very high here, trying to get an equalizer here. Not so sure if they would get that, but yeah, that is what they are looking for. Corner kick there for 11 Arrows. Will they make use of this opportunity here? Header! Just. I think they were looking at it, knowing very well perhaps that it is going out. That header there.
Yeah, a header from Arrows, but well wide. Yeah, but Arrows have to keep doing what they did in the first half. They must not stop. They must just bounce, get in that final third again, and then maybe they'll get a chance or two. But when they get there, they must be a bit clinical and more composed on the ball, and then they can get a chance or two and maybe get the equalizer. And from there, we'll see how the game pans out.
Another throw in there for Ghana's. Strong run. Look at that, Muyeka. Again, being the thorn for the defense of Arrows. I guess that would be another long throw here. That would be another long throw here for Mighty Gunners with Philippus Gaisep. Philippus Gaisep. Another clearance there from Patrick Navip. And now long one, clearance there from the back. Now, look at that! Muyeka nearly got there. Unfortunately, perhaps just an inch offside there. But you can clearly see how dangerous that young man is.
Very dangerous. I can't really see next season whether Mariganas will keep hold of him. A very talented player. Wow.
Very talented player there. And there we have Ian Wirap. Look at that, another shot there. Another shot, and that comes from the young number 11 there. That is Luyango Hifikepunye. It is sunset. Is that a replay from the referee? Yes. Show me your number. Now, look at that strong run there. Yango Hifikepunye trying to get to that one. Still plenty, plenty minutes to play. Plenty minutes to play for. I think it is still in the hands of both teams here. Either for Mighty Gunners to extend the lead or keep it this way, walk away with a win.
Gunners is
rather 11 arrows to perhaps come up with an equalizer and perhaps scoring 2 goals there. One never knows. You can see there Freddy tape. Well played there by the goalkeeper. Not really under pressure. Now look at that turn there. Trying to run, and it is offside again. Perhaps there's a point to say Mighty Gunners are the team that has been pressing now. We have Abner Tsusep. Another throw in here for 11 arrows with token by Ndavi. Push and pulling each other there, the 2 players. Otani Garizep, one of them. Then long one there from the goalkeeper, Beverly Shetukana. Now trying to play that one again, failing. Utani Garizep. Could be another opportunity there for arrows, but foul committed. Foul committed, and there is Moses Inji, player that was injured a while ago. Another beautiful one there played by Mighty Gunners, and very strong cross there. They really want to extend their lead here. Well defended as well there from the back. And token by Ndavi. Can see them there having some discussions. Mr. Shimwashili.
Sitting with the governor there.
Sitting with the governor.
Mr. Muarukwa.
And we are covered by the shadows here. Look at that shot, and a player just throws him into that shot and blocking it. I mean, I would say a player, or rather a defender, would do anything to really block whatever shot comes, even if it means to put in your head there.
Putting the body on the line. By all means, block that shot.
See some activities happening here on the bench of Mighty Gunners. We'll confirm about substitutions when they are made. Another goal kick there for Mighty Gunners. Rather 11 arrows are playing it very quickly here. Opting to start from the back between goalkeeper there and Chimpanda, yes. Panda. Look at that, another opportunity there, shot! Muyeka with that shot. Another substitution there. We will just make sure. Another substitution there, Mutani Karizep and Tuzep coming off. That is for Mighty Gunners. Simeon Nambodi and Reynold Shavuka coming in. Look at that corner again. Having a long one there, vital touch on the defense. But it proves what does the referee says. It is that moment now. So that's safe again. Another clearance there. Another good run there. Getting a corner kick there is Mighty Gunners. I think things have become lively now. The tempo of the match seems to be up again and running. Corner kick there for Mighty Gunners. What can they make out of that one? Can they make out of that one? Another cross there. It is a goal kick this time around. Goalkeeper with a long one. The lights are on. The sun has set. Playing under the beautiful lights here of this very beautiful stadium here. Look at that play there from Patrick Navet. Playing it there to Baendavi. Goalkeeper grabbing that one. And that is Beverly Shetukana. Another long one there for Mighty Gunners. Goalkeeper coming out. Crucial touch there from him. Crucial touch. Andrew Muyela. And that will be a throw-in. That close the vital touch there for the goalkeeper. Look at that.
Great save. Open goal. Otherwise, Mashego was in again.
Yes. Another throw in there for Mighty Gunners. That good play, beautiful play there from middle of the pitch there for Mighty Gunners. Long one. Goalkeeper coming to claim that one and immediately playing it with Ian Wirap. Ian Wirap taking it forward there. What else the referee says, throw in there for Mighty Gunners as well. So you can see that George Hummel, the coach of 11 Arrows. And on the other side as well, Leonard Nambandi, coach of Mighty Gunners. Both of the coaches here, chairs are biting them, seats are biting them. Don't want to sit. But I think there is still enough time here for Arrows to stage a comeback. There is enough time, really. Another long one. Really fighting very hard today. Arrows this time around. What else the referee says? He says it is a free kick there for Arrows. Another free kick there for Arrows. Their supporters are unfortunately not here to cheer them on. The lights are on and still have a couple of minutes to go here. Beautiful cross in. Here is the acrobatic one as well. Look at Horazep Bernat. Beautiful turn there by Patrick. Fortunately, that last touch
Mighty Gunners only playing now long balls. Long balls, wide balls, and then they are finding runners, putting the ball in the box. Order of the day. Maybe after that's what the coach told them. Let's keep what we have. Let's put that ball long. Let's put that ball wide. Let's frustrate them. And then if we get the chance there, let's put the ball in the box. And maybe we can get the second goal. But as from playing from the back, we are not doing it again. We are closing that shop.
And game is on here, yes?
And that has derailed the game of Arrows. Because now, as soon as they are trying to create a chance, as long as Gunners get the ball, they're just putting the ball away. And then you have to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild. And it takes time for you to come get at the final third again. Once you get there, they take it away again. So every time they get the ball in the final third, Gunners are kicking the ball away.
Yeah. And a long one. Heard us there. Another opportunity for Arrows to throw in one there. Opting to play it with the number 10, Anthony Kam. Now, look at that, Patrick Navep, the referee is not interested. Instead, Muyeka gets to that one. Muyeka is offside.
Just delayed that pass. A second or two earlier, he was in. Again, what I'm telling you, once they get the ball, they are launching it.
Yeah.
They have to get another plan quickly in the next 20 minutes.
Exactly.
If they want to get an equalizer. Maybe they should play the same football that Gunners are playing, launch.
Yes. And the match, we are left with some 20 minutes into the second half here. 20 minutes for 11 Arrows to come back, or else it will be 11 Arrows to come back, or else it will be Mighty Gunners to go meet UNAM FC in the final. If it so happens that it is a draw, that will go to the penalties. But for now, it is Mighty Gunners that has another hand, or rather foot, into the final.
Let's pick up, let's pick up. Let's go up, let's go.
Playing it back, way back. 11 Arrows. Trying to build there from behind. Another foul there for 11 Arrows. And perhaps make use of those free kick opportunities there. Navep. And other player there in Davi being fouled.
But what Arrows also doing is they are playing in the hands of Mighty Gunners. Once they get the free kick, settle the free kick and put the ball in the box.
Yeah.
And then you can see from there if you can get if they can make a mistake, or maybe we can get a clear chance. But balls like that will not help them.
Balls like that will not help them. Now come. Much better. And you can see almost like you are saying, whenever that balls come there in the air, you would somehow sense that there is something that is happening there for 11 Arrows. And another foul there on Olsen Amsep, the captain. And he will get that free kick. Ian Uira Parada Moses Inji. The lights are on here at the Ocho Sports Stadium. Really trying very hard, Patrick Navep. Look at that. Muyeka picking up his player there. Rasep. That. Just again. I just think if
Skimming past the post.
I think if Muyeka could have made that run there, he could have got it. Captain out. In comes Gideon Simon. Yes. Yes. Picking out his player very nicely there. Player wanted to perhaps do a return the favor, and now Navep, look at that! Really forcing very hard there. Navep and Baindavi, the two players that are currently shining here for 11 arrows. Baindavi with that throw in. And another cross there, look at that! Oh! Just again! Just wide. But like you were saying, I mean, Bull, you know, those crosses, those long balls over the defense is somehow working for 11 arrows. It is somehow a sense of hope always, and those long balls come up there. It's like a sense of hope. And we are left with 15 minutes here. Beautiful turn there.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go! Wait. Let's push! Let's go! Hey!
Wanted to make a big clearance there, but unfortunately couldn't. We are at a farm here, as you can see there. The background, not so sure if those are stones or goats or sheep. Is that it's a farm here? Look at those sheep and goats that are in the background. Very interesting. Maybe you can connect me. Yeah, I mean, you are from local here, so maybe you can connect me with a farmer there to give me one for tonight's braai. Yeah. But yes. Already trying to buy time here. Players of Mighty Gunners. Beautiful play there from 11 arrows. Nice 1-2s there. Coming through, but then intercepted there. Yeka, don't leave him alone. Can be deadly. Can harm you. Goalkeeper coming all the way out, and there is one player here, Freddy Tape. Look at that beautiful play there from 11 arrows again. Beautiful cross and dealt well by the defense of Mighty Gunners. Now, the new captain, number 22, that is Mpanda. Yetas. Get that kick, and I think it's just a matter of clearing the lines there for Mighty Gunners. there. Lavanaro is playing there from the back again. Gideon Simon kicking a long one, and a goalkeeper coming out, opting to leave that one for a goal kick. Time is ticking, and time is ticking. Around 11 minutes left here for Arrows to get a reply. Mighty Gunners are making a substitution there. But Mighty Gunners are making a substitution. Now, look at that run there. Very good pass there from and they're taking a shot for the crossbar. But good play there from to make sure number 11 is coming off, and 6. Jason David. Jason David coming on here, and Mashiku Muyeka is coming off. That is the goal scorer. There he is, the young man. Getting a round of applause from the fans here. Look at that shot earlier. That is the goal that is separating these two teams. Look at that. I'm telling you, you can see as he is flicking that hand, that left hand, you know, lining up to take that shot. Really lining up to take that shot. Yeah. As it is a time that is ticking now, only 10 minutes left. As you can see there, the goal confirmation, 11 Arrows 0, and Mighty Gunners 1. Is it going to end this way? We don't know yet. 9 minutes left now. Yes. So this is the Standard Bank Namibia top 8 semi-final 2. Yeah, they're trying to line up and really going through that thick wall there. Wall of defense of 11 Arrows. We have George Hummel. Should be sweating now, but you'll see a dry face. Obviously, because he's not running. Look at that pitch. Look at that grass. Beautiful. Now, Horasep. Now the corner kick there for Mighty Gunners. Not so sure as to what is happening here. Referee obviously not happy there. Player has given a yellow card, and that supporter there is very happy. Will be very happy. flying that flag very high. That another touch there from the goalkeeper, not out of danger here. And Baindavi getting a yellow card there, just a confirmation there. Yes, another long one there for 11 arrows as we are about to be left with 5 minutes plus added time. Now, putting it down nicely, and referee says it is offside for now. Now, another offside there, says the assistant referee.
Eros has to get the ball in the box.
As you can see there, Mighty Gunners have 9 offsides to 1 of 11 arrows, meaning that Mighty Gunners has been the team that has been pressurizing, getting those corners. It says a lot. They are their own worst enemy. Gurisha, the number 9 there, also yellow card confirmation, really. Yellow cards are flying all over now. There could be frustrations. Oh, that's a nasty fall. And immediately referee stops the play. The player flexible enough, and he says that Tizari Epuinjwa comes on, and the setters Chimpanda coming off. Chimpanda also had a good game, really. Referee is not interested in that. He says plays on. And that cross couldn't just come in, and there is a long run there. Look at that. Beautiful play there for Mighty Gunners. Failed to control the ball there. What an opportunity, and he passed for that matter. Unfortunately, just couldn't look at that. Very angry with himself. That is Horasep.
The referee didn't give that one to Eros.
No. Additional minutes was just confirmed now by my director. 5 minutes of additional time, hence I didn't see it yet, but yes, that is what we have gathered from here. There. That beautiful run there by Horasep. Very, very good match. The young lad there. Another free kick there for mighty Gunners. And they want more. Another free kick taken there. Goalkeeper comes out to claim that one. And we have hit the 90-minute mark now. As you can see, 5 minutes that is added. There we have it, 5 minutes of additional time from the fourth official there. Now, look at that, well taken there. Simon Nambondi taking a shot and wasting that one. They still feel it's not safe for them as they are still hunting for, rather to extend their lead. That is mighty Gunners. Another long one there for Arrows. UTB taking that shot. Another long one there, vital header. Goalkeeper will come and collect it. Bring it there with his defender. Bring it forward. There is a tall striker there from 11 Arrows. Can't just seem to get hold of those balls that are coming from the air. But that could be. Is that a goal? Yes! It is a goal! Somewhat of a... No, it is not. And the supporters are rather questioning and is confused for now. I mean, I saw the referee pointing to the center line, and I thought that was a goal. But clearly you could have, you could see the goalkeeper as well being very reluctant to save that one, meaning somehow he knew that the flag was perhaps up, and the flag was not up either. Look at that opportunity there for 11 Arrows. And so far 2.5 minutes played from the added time. Would have been interesting to see that action replay really, as to exactly what happened. Was that on offside? But I was watching the linesman, assistant referee number 2 there, didn't pick up, and I saw the referee pointing really to the center. But yes, at the end of the day, that is how it is. They are up on their feet and they are dancing now, the supporters. They feel it. They feel victory here. They really feel victory. And now, Jason David. And that one over the crossbar.
Thinking they are almost there. They are saying, we are going to Windhoek. We are going to the Independence.
Independence Stadium in a week's time or so. And he will be looking at wasting some time. The goalkeeper. They know very well that it's a matter of seconds now for 11 arrows. And Gideon Simon is not happy. Making a long one. And
last chance for arrows. Last attack. Next 20 seconds will determine their fate.
And there it is. And goal kick. Look at that! It is game over for 11 arrows as Mighty Gunners clinch this one by. And they are the team that will be playing against Unam FC in the final. As you can see there, score confirmation 11 arrows 0. Mighty Gunners 1. It is full time. 44th minute. Goal there from Muyeka. And the supporters, there they are. They have been singing. And for now, the referees so far has done good this afternoon. As they go off, I mean, they have done their job. And from us actually here, it is actually a good night from the Bull and me, Donald Borosing, Chuaro, Puti. What's on it? See you in the final in Windhoek.
Sometimes the smallest moment becomes the biggest difference. The smallest gift gives the biggest courage. One bold choice will give you the confidence you need.
Congratulations. Thank you, sir.
Love travels further than we expected.
I'm happy.
Through ball. Fall back. Yeah. Yes. Nice.
Sometimes the best gifts are the ones that say, I love you. And other times, it's the gifts that say, I see you. Let life reward you with Standard Bank U Rewards.
And there you have it, 90 minutes gone, done and dusted. And of course, Mighty Gunners have now joined UNAM. And if we have to put it in the words of my producers, UNAM have graduated now. Mighty Gunners just follow suit. And on the 23rd, we find out who's going to get the master's degree. Is it going to be UNAM or is it going to be Mighty Gunners? Of course, Clever Boys up against the Soldiers, Vivian.
$600,000
on the line.
My goodness. What a fantastic display of football. 45 minutes of packed action. 11 arrows, regardless of the score line, they showed us some good football today on the carpet.
No, absolutely.
Person to person.
Murder.
Oh, my goodness.
As you would have put it.
I didn't expect that.
It was definitely a very, very beautiful football game that we have just witnessed. The 90 minutes, 11 arrows brought in the A game. Mighty Gunners brought in the A game. Even though it became a bit too physical towards the end, it was still a good game to watch.
Yeah, seeing in the crowd, few coaches like Poppy Samaria, Coach Alia Khan, some club owners, I think few players will be signed because the display of football today was on top. And sorry for 11 arrows, really. They really, for 2 minutes, they kept the ball, I think somewhere in the 75th minute onwards. That made me proud as a Namibian to see that somewhere around there are coaches and players that can display the type of football we always see from Europe. So, yeah, but unfortunately, the beautiful strike from the top goal scorer, the man of the moment did it. And the wonders is that, like you say, who's going to graduate come 23rd of May here at Independence Stadium?
With a master's degree. With a master's degree. It's maybe going to teach them a little bit here and there. But we'll see. But now, Vivian, quickly talk to us. What do you think the turning point was in this semi-final?
The turning point was that goal that went in the 44th minute, just before half-time. Truly, like I already said when we started, it was going to be difficult initially for Arrows to get through that defense.
Yeah.
Today, the defense wasn't as strong as expected, but Mighty Gunners having scored, they were going to make sure that it was going to be even more difficult to concede.
Now, speaking of Mighty Gunners scoring, that very last minute, in those dying minutes, quickly talk to us. Technically, where do you think Mighty Gunners actually won this game?
I think not by conceding. Yes, they were struggling, but they didn't concede. And the entire tournament, the team that scored went on to win. So it tells you that the team that scores is like, back in the day, it was 1-0 and 0 hooray.
All right, let's quickly listen to the coach of 11 Arrows and hear what he thought of the 90 minutes of football.
Coach George, it seems it wasn't quite meant to be for the boys there, not the finish we anticipated. What do you make of the match?
Yeah, not a good football match, to be honest. Scrappy, both teams. We look more amateurish than playing in a semi-final. But to be honest, the second half, much better. There was more football. But yeah, it reflects where we are as a team. We are limited. We don't have resources. We've been struggling with these boys throughout the season. And it gives me joy if we play a semi-final, we end 8. And this is the time to rebuild. I don't have any shame standing here and talking about my boys. So I have to honestly thank the management of 11 Arrows as well as the supporters. They've extremely supported us. And the boys, they've been brilliant. We were inconsistent throughout the season. And it can show in our football match, the progress of a football match, that the inconsistency is still there. Maybe a little bit of maturity needed, a little bit of quality that we can't. And it shows. Today we drove past an escort of Nampol, NDF people, and we're struggling to get to Ocho. So, yeah, but in all, there's no blame. I congratulate the coach on his progress to the final. Honestly, I need to take my hat off my boys.
I mean, regardless of the struggles that you mentioned there and the inconsistencies, the boys still managed to reach the semi-final. I guess this is something you can build on for the coming season.
Yeah. Also, a lot of teams looking at my boys now. But yeah, I will stick with what I have. I will rebuild. I've identified some good players that we can bring in and reinforce. And this is a learning step. We back in the Premiership for the first time after a long time, and everyone learned from it. And I hope we can build on from that one.
Thank you very much, Coach, and all the best for the coming season.
And then, of course, there you go, the coach of 11 Arrows just telling us what happens. And again, I think everybody here, Vivian and Costa, agreed that, you know what, a lot of players are going to be signed, and he knows, and he has seen it, and he acknowledges that, yes, most people are looking at my players now, and this is what's going to happen. But also, if we look at it, what will disappoint 11 Arrows the most about their performance today, Vivian?
I truly hope they are not too disappointed. I mean, the inability to score is unfortunate, but I am hoping that they are not too disappointed because they played good football. And just like the coach said, you can only but take your hat off for those boys.
Yeah. Now let's quickly cross over again to the winning coach of that is Mighty Gunners, as he gives us his set all his views on how the match played out.
You can see the excitement from the boys. They worked for it. They deserve to be there. We worked hard during the training, and obviously, job well done to the boys. They deserve it.
Indeed, job well done there, and some consistency shown by your striker, Muyeka, there, scoring another cracker. Are those some of the things you work on on the training ground?
Throughout the week. We try to sharpen him as much as we can. The boy is on fire currently from the league up to now. He's still scoring goals because of the hard work that he's actually putting in the training.
And those results are definitely showing on the pitch here. So, Coach, knowing that you are up against UNAM, do you anticipate to change your tactics, or will we be seeing the same Mighty Gunners on the field?
Obviously the same Mighty Gunners, but then we will have to redouble our efforts because final games are always very tight. We go back to the training, and then we work hard again. We sharpen ourselves tactically, and then I'm quite sure that we will manage.
Indeed. Congratulations once again, Coach, and see you in the final.
Thanks a lot.
And there we have it. Congratulations once again to the winning coach of Mighty Gunners going up in the finals of the Standard Bank Top 8 against UNAM. And of course, we are wishing them all the best of luck. Like I said, we don't know who is going to be a master in the end of it all, but somebody's going to get it, because at the end of the day, the ball is round. And there you have it. The coach really, really happy with the boys. And he said throughout the whole week, they've locked in.
Yeah, Mighty Gunners, we expected much out of them, playing wise. But at the end of the day, they just went through the finish line. Congrats to Mighty Gunners. Honest, it's a team that, yes, they have all the, the finances behind them, but not a team that with quality players, hardworking players. You can see the physique, you can see the speed they have in them, and one thing which I always, I'm always against that we have 16 teams in the Premier League because we don't have enough bench. We have quality as first 11, but not the quantity. And you could see when the teams make substitutions, the players that are coming in, they don't bring much changes. Yes, at UNAM it worked when Hugons scored that winning goal. But if we can reduce clubs to 10, like the Scottish Premier League, then we'll have more quality and quantity. Then to sustain the same level from the first result to the last. But Mighty Gunners, they did suffer, and at the end they didn't concede the goal, and they won the match by 1-0.
Yeah, no conceding at all, but also wasted chances.
Wasted a lot of chances. I mean, truly, we were talking earlier about how this one striker in front it can be very dangerous, and you saw him getting frustrated. Also, hearing the sentiments from the coach saying they sharpen him a lot is because they rely on him a lot. And truly, I hope that will not be it will not cause his downfall. Maybe a lot of pressure will possibly make him tired, but he's young.
Yeah.
He could go a long way.
He would. He could definitely go a long way. Still got a long way to learn, or a long way to see how things unfold. However, the highlights of the 90 minutes are also ready. Let's quickly dissect those and see how the whole 90 minutes turned out. And this is, of course, the game where Mighty Gunners decided that they are taking the win and they are seeing the back of the net, as we can see it there. Costa, perhaps you can also look at us, take us through how this 90 minutes played out, especially for the winning team.
Our favorite player, number 7, Bernardes Horai, on the right side. He caused half of the entire 45 minutes. And 11 Arrows were sleeping on the left wing. Love is like the good thing. What I like about this young striker is both feet. I mean, you see that shot. I mean, on a good given day, it's a goal.
Yeah.
And that's something which is very rare among our strikers nowadays. And then you see Horaib again with another cross from the wing and almost a second double goal from Mashuki there. So Mighty Gunners really had chances, especially on the counter-attack. They could have at least finished the game, but they kept Arrows in the game, and Arrows almost also got that strikes. But you can see Horaib here again. And I think somewhere in the 90th minute, Horaib got that last chance where he was played through, and he's kept the focus away from the ball and missed the chance to make it 2-0. So yeah, on the balance of play, Mighty Gunners had more counter-attack goals to score, but they couldn't. And Arrows had the ball possession, but they couldn't also come to the last bit of Mighty Gunners.
Absolutely not. But then also, Vivian, if we're looking at this, the key players that we're looking at in this very much encounter, besides, of course, Muyeka, who you were very, very impressed with, other than him, are we looking at any other key players, perhaps from 11 Arrows?
11 Arrows, I think, having taken off their captain, Fisher, he had some fantastic work that he was doing there, truly causing an upset for the Mighty Gunners team.
Yeah, no, that's how it went down. And that's, of course, the 90 minutes of play that we have seen from that is Mighty Gunners as well as 11 Arrows. And well-deserving, or deservingly so, we see that the Mighty Gunners are the ones that are going to the final. We will, of course, inform you about that, where it's going to be, how it's going to go down. But then, of course, looking at now, UNAM and Mighty Gunners, who you think is going to be the one that's going to be lifting that trophy, Costa?
Well, it's tough because both teams never played the cup final, if I'm quite correct. It will be the first time ever. But there's always a first time. The only way to get experience is to be there. And both are there. Congrats to both coaches. I will say,
Okay, so there we go now, Costa. Thank you so much. Let's quickly also look at the stats that went through this whole 90 minutes of the game between 11 Arrows as Mighty Gunners. And of course, Vivian, perhaps you can also just look at the stats for us and see how it went. This game was also not so much discipline in this game. I mean, looking at yellow cards that were given.
Yellow cards. I mean, if you saw the tempo of the game within the last 45 minutes, you see how frustrated the players were getting. The 11 Arrows players were truly trying to find their way within the Mighty Gunners box, and perhaps that's why we can see those bookings there. But Mighty Gunners definitely showing their dominance within the last 45 minutes of the game.
And of course, those are the full results of the day. The semi-finals of the Standard Bank Cup. Of course, it is the one that you have just seen now. And of course, now in the final, 23rd of May, it is UNAM versus Mighty Gunners. Now, that's going to be another interesting match that we'll definitely have to watch. We'll see how they come through, Mighty Gunners and UNAM. Looking at the way these two teams play tactically, how do you think both of them are going to come into this match?
I have no idea. I have no idea how they're going to sit down and think, how can I beat such a strong team, especially for UNAM? How can I beat such a mature set of players? The number 7, Horaib, he's much older, but at the pace at which he's running, and you can see that he plays with a lot of maturity. Looking at the difference between him and the number 7 of UNAM, there's quite a difference within these players. So the coaches truly need to think, how am I going to get my number 7 over the Mutwezu given, very tall, Simon, very tall at the back there. In the midfield, what are we going to do in terms of supplying it to the strikers? It's Aish, man, I don't want to be the coach of those two guys.
Definitely. We'll see how it's going to play out. Now, of course, you see there, tactically, we know how these two games play. I don't know, you said one of the players maybe went to get a DVD. In this instance, who's going to get that DVD and who's going to see who's going to play?
The luxury of this is they have 2 weeks to prepare now. 2 lengthy weeks. And but now also the negative side is against whom are you going to play friendly matches now? Maybe against the first, second division teams, yeah. But what Robert Nosop did against Ongos worked out. He studied the DVD nicely, and I think he's going to do it again against Mighty Gunners. And but like Vivian said, one can't predict because these teams on a good given day can surprise you or disappoint you.
There you go. Now, of course, let me just quickly give you a rundown of what's going to happen within the broadcast. We have just given you the live broadcast of the Standard Bank Top 8. And then, of course, at 7:30, we'll be giving you the live show of the prelims, the preliminary of Miss Namibia. Goodness, English. When it gets toasted like that. And, of course, they will be coming to you live. That is from Zest Restaurant in Eros. And then, of course, your 8 o'clock news bulletin will be coming up. That is at 8. And then at 8:30, we'll be giving you your sport news bulletin. And right after that, the boxing bonanza will also be coming to you live. Of course, as we said earlier on this morning, of course, Energy versus that is Carrillo, the Colombian, visiting Namibia. And we do not know who's going to go where and what's going to happen. But that is your schedule for this evening right here on NBC. So do make sure that you do not miss anything from Miss Namibia prelims. And then you go off to the news. We update you of everything that's been happening in and around the world, including sports, and then the boxing bonanza. But before we let my co-host go, we are going to be looking at the predictions for the final on the 23rd. Vivian is already Lucy. Is it weer gay? Ja, dat is weer ek, my sister. Wat gaan aan? Predictions.
Predictions for the final. I'm going to put my very little money on Mighty Gunners taking that trophy for the Standard Bank Top 8 this year with 1-0.
All right. Chivarongo versus UNEM, Chivarongo versus Windhoek. I know you are more closer to that side, so I know you'll be hoping for Mighty Gunners. Perhaps you're also going with Vivian, but what are your predictions? Who's going to be lifting the trophy?
I go with UNAM.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Clever boys.
Clever boys.
Yeah, no, I should also go there, visit them for English.
Yeah.
There you have it. Of course, Vivian says Mighty Gunners. Costa says UNAM. I say we will see. But the trophy will be lifted. Thank you so much for joining us. And we shall do this again where we bring you the finals of the Standard Bank Top 8. That is on the 23rd of May. Other than that, it's been a pleasure being in your company. So for me, Lucy K, Rocco, and the whole entire crew here, it's good night.